Hey, Moltrap.
What's that, Noah?
Did you hear there's some pretty big news around the world today?
Yeah, I heard some news.
Yeah, you know what it is?
What are you talking about?
It's that it is Monday, and that means it is the GSL Code A quarterfinals. Oh boy.
See,
I am so pumped.
I am pumped too, man. I thought you tricked me there. I thought you were going to talk about the other big news.
Yeah?
You know, about Sella and everything.
Oh, I wasn't going to mention that.
That was the big news I heard about.
Well, we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, we'll see what
as
happens.
well. Who knows? Also saw on Twitter, Idra won a couple games against Protoss. That's
all
big
right,
news as well.
hey.
Yeah. Good job
big
there.
news.
But you know what? Let's move right into it because this is going to be a crazy, amazing, awesome day.
This is going to be fat. It's going to be so fat today. We have some awesome matches coming up. And, you know, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like Terran versus Terran as much. But today, if you ever watch a Terran versus Terran in your life this week, watch today because it is going to be on. We have some awesome players. Slayers MMA is going to be fighting ST Bomber. Both these guys are probably Code S material.
Oh, yeah.
They are rumored,
easily.
you know, they're on their first trip up through the ranks in Code A.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think Bomber was in last season, but it's the first time he's really had a chance to shine. Both these players really showing their stuff, but they are basically like, you know, two of the Terrans that are going to be the top Terrans of the next couple seasons probably. That's what everyone's saying right now. And we have seen some spectacular play from both of them in the Team League and in the GSL Code A so far. And that is just the first match.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to be a crazy day all around. But, yeah, MMA versus Bomber, that is one that's actually really hard to call. But let's take a look at all of our matches today. It is going to be MMA, of course, versus Bomber. That's Slayers MMA versus Startail Bomber. Then we're going to have the revenge match. Slayers Ryung looking to take out TSL alive. Then we've got MVP Violet, a pretty beastly Zerg, who's going to be going up against I'm MVP, possibly the best player in StarCraft 2 right now. And then we have MVP Keen versus the next Koka, two very also promising players. So really, any one of these players could end up winning Code A today. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, everyone's expecting MVP to. I mean, let's be real. Everyone's assuming that MVP is going to win Code A.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that could theoretically beat him. There really are. In my opinion, there really are.
Possibly. Who knows?
There are.
I think definitely MVP has the advantage, but we did
he
see
does.
a little bit of weakness there in MVP in his games against Min. Min actually took him to a game 3, took him to a long game 3, finally got outclassed a little bit. Violet, though, is a Warcraft 3 pro, may have some more experience over Min in terms of being on stage and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to count him out completely. I'm going to give him maybe a 30% chance winning there. But
we're going to actual percentages now.
But 30 is more than 20, which is what I gave Min, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's good.
So anyway, but that's going to be later on, so make sure you stick around for that. We got some teas first, and we're going to get right into game number 1 of MMA versus Bomber.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have our red Terran player up at the top of GSL Crevasse. He is the star of Slayers. He is
Slayers MMA.
Slayers MMA. A lot of people tell me he is easily their best Terran, but then again, Ryung has told me that Ryung is their best Terran, so maybe we'll see these two guys play each other. You know, Moltrap, if Ryung wins and MMA wins, they will play each other in the semifinals, so it's a possibility. Yeah,
we saw earlier when we looked at today's matches that was also the bracket, so we saw that the winner of this match will play the winner of the next match. So we're definitely going to have a Terran versus Terran, a really big Terran versus Terran.
Yeah, it's going to be huge either way. Yeah. There's MMA, of course, wearing that pretty awesome headset. Oh, his APM is heating up. It's red hot. And here's our other challenger, our blue Terran player at the bottom of the map. He is Startail's best Terran, in my opinion. He is
Startail Bomber.
Startail Bomber. A beast on the ladder as well. He had a ridiculous ladder record. Last time I checked, he had about an 80% win ratio, which is pretty high for the ladder. And
yeah,
he is
a beast on the ladder, definitely. Definitely an awesome player, and that's why. Remember, that's why he said people on his team say he's the best, is because he's got such a beastly ladder ranking, and when people meet him on the ladder, you know, he owns everyone. So
well, on the ladder, I mean, you're meeting up with people like, you know, Nesty, you're meeting up with MC, you're meeting up with all the best players in Korean StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
Big thanks as well to LG, Intel, and G-Skill. Huge thanks for supporting esports, promoting the GSL. Couldn't do it without you guys. MMA will find the base of Bomber right away. It's kind of nice.
Yep, we do have him going for a quick expansion. In fact,
looks like they both are, yeah.
Looks like both of them went for Command Center first, I believe. I actually was looking at some stuff off screen.
Pretty safe thing to do on this map.
But looking back to the game now, it looks like they did go Command Center first. It is pretty safe. You can secure that back expansion, and you still have a ramp to hold. There are destructible rocks there, of course, but that's not going to be too big a deal.
One thing to keep in mind, too, is that the natural expansion that is so secure on this map also only has 6 mineral patches and only 1 gas, too. So, yeah, it's safe, but at the same time, you don't get as many resources as you would if you took, you know, a normal base that's maybe a little bit more exposed but had all those resources, too. Yet, still, it's pretty common for players to take this. Oh, it looks like 2 fast gas from MMA, and he took his second gas at his natural expansion, too. Very, very smart move. Has a chance not to be scouted.
Yeah. And Bomber actually has no idea what's going on, by the way. He is just now getting his SCV up to the top left.
Oh, wow.
He hasn't even scouted the location yet of MMA, so he's not going to know what's going on. He's not going to know about the fast expand.
Well, that's actually huge, because then MMA has a really, really good chance of preventing Bomber from actually even seeing that second gas, from getting up there at all. What's this SCV doing? He's got a big twirly mustache and a top hat. He looks like he's doing something sinister, and it's a hidden factory. All right.
That's a bit of profiling, man. Not everyone with a top hat and a curly mustache is up to something sinister.
Well, I mean, you've got, like, characters.
That is a blatant stereotype perpetuated by the...
I don't know.
The prejudiced cartoons.
I don't trust the Monopoly guy. I'm sorry.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
He looks like a sinister guy to me. I'm sorry.
A
third command center.
And this is against Bomber, who has been pioneering the multi-command center in base play. I mean, Bomber is a guy that, I don't know about versus Terran, but versus Zerg, he sometimes gets 3 orbitals before he gets an expansion. And so we're actually seeing MMA kind of outdo that while he gets, and no sign of it there. Anyway, you can see on the production tab, MMA is actually getting a starport as well.
All right. That SCV had a... That SCV right there has a much larger, more sinister mustache than the other one even. Taller top hat. He may even have like a monocle and a gold tip cane.
No, not a monocle.
Now I really
not a monocle.
I am just describing the Monopoly guy now. I was trying to describe, like, you know, one of those sinister cartoon guys, but maybe the Monopoly guy really is evil. I don't know.
No.
Oh, looks like the second gas did get spotted by Bomber.
I am really curious to see how these guys play, because
Cloak Banshees going out for Bomber as well.
Even though they're both, like I mentioned earlier, kind of top of their class, both doing really, really well, they haven't had the most success. They have had success, but not the most success in Terran versus Terran, actually. They're both hovering around 60-some-odd% in their, which is really good.
Yeah, that's actually hugely good.
But, you know, they haven't really proven themselves to be at the top level of TVT yet. I mean, you know, Bomber is like 9-1 in the other 2 matchups or something like that, but only 9-6 in TVT.
There's the first Banshee coming out right now for Bomber. So Bomber's going with Cloak, MMA not going with Cloak, getting that second command center right away. Looks like he's working on his own rocks as well. He's deciding that he wants to have a nice big ramp to maneuver around on. You can, of course, set tanks up on there, etc. Missile turret already going up. Bombers will be pretty prepared, but will MMA be prepared? Oh, he's going to scout the command center right as it comes up. That is huge.
Oh, he needs to be careful.
A lot of Marines.
There is no stim yet. It's just started, so there's not going to be stim at all, basically, for the duration of this Banshee's reign.
Turret's going up for MMA as well. Going to go up in time. Nice Banshee micro coming in from Bomber, taking out the SCV, building the turret. Another SCV goes to take its place, and the entire turret explodes. No, it's just canceled. Marines trying to work their way in, but they don't have stim yet. Kind of difficult to find. Oh, he gets it! Great timing.
That was big, and he's actually got another Banshee coming in here. Saw that turret pull back, but hold on, thought. Another Banshee coming in for MMA doing some damage. And it has 5 kills on it right now. It's low on health. It's going to be forced back. And oh no!
Gets it.
Bomber!
Wow.
Flew his Banshee right over those Marines. I guess maybe he was hoping that he hadn't revealed it yet, that he wouldn't notice it, but he saw the little shimmer and snapped that thing out of the sky.
What is this? Those SCVs have got to be being transferred out, right? All right.
Yeah.
So we do have tanks out. Doesn't look like siege mode is being researched yet. Now
Just
it's starting for MMA.
Just starting for MMA.
Nothing for Bomber yet.
Yep. And MMA has taken a huge lead here. He got that 3rd CC up. He's been dropping mules off of it. He is ahead 95 to 78 supply at this point. If we look at the unit counting station, he's got just a few more SCVs, but a ton more Marines. 24 Marines to 10. So really, you know, Bomber is going to have to move out and take that 3rd at some point. He's going to need those siege tanks to do it, but if he catches him out of position, unsieged, MMA could easily take the game in one fell swoop, and this may be that fell swoop indeed if he catches him unsieged. He doesn't know he's there.
Here he comes. Siege mode isn't even done yet for Bomber anyway, so he's in trouble either way.
Stim is like second stim just finished. He could stim and take out those tanks from behind. Oh no, he's going to do it.
MMA going for those Marines, but his force gets split up.
Oh.
And is he going to get it? I think this is looking pretty good for MMA right now. Nice pick up there. Oh, but the medevac goes down.
Oh no! The medevac with the 2 tanks that he saved, quote unquote, inside it go down. And MMA has forced Bomber back into his base. That 3rd CC is not going to be able to get out there, and he doesn't have anything. He's going to have to siege up. He probably will be able to hold this off if he sees. No! He's seconds away from siege mode.
Oh, such a late siege mode from Bomber.
Man.
Causing all the difference right now. MMA just all over the map. First tank comes in for MMA, sieging up, blocking that 3rd from going up for Bomber. And Bomber right now is in a terrible position. That command center is going to have to turn right around and go home if it doesn't die first.
This is not looking good for Bomber. He's not out of it yet. He does have siege mode, which is something that I do not believe. Let me double check. Yeah, MMA has siege mode as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the thing with Terran is you can defend. If you have siege tanks, you can always defend a lot easier than attack. So if Bomber can somehow just hold out for a while, and no, already in position. MMA already has his door.
Yeah, it can be sometimes hard to finish a TVT just because of the defensive abilities that tanks give you. It's kind of a big deal. But at this point, MMA has such a big lead that he may just decide to try to push, and that's exactly what he's going to do. MMA moving in. A lot of Marines for Bomber, though. SCV's coming off the line. He sees those siege tanks and backs up.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the best idea.
He
didn't go in when they're not sieged. Now, Bomber moving up, getting some good position, using the vision to his advantage. And MMA doesn't scan or move arena or anything, just loses that tank.
Yeah, Bomber actually in a pretty good position right now, able to push MMA back a little bit. He's still a little bit behind, but not as far as he was before. What's the income tab look like right now?
Right now, it's about even.
73 to 69. It's not bad.
About even.
All right. Oh, big drop coming out for MMA, though.
This is the perfect idea.
Only one turn.
He can't move into that front with those siege tanks there. So instead, use the advantage he has and go in the back.
Here we go. The drop's coming down. There's a lot of Marines and a couple Marauders. The turret getting taken out almost instantly. Bomber forced to lift off.
Oh.
And MMA is going to be pushed back here, but done a lot of damage.
Wow. Actually, the multiple medevacs of MMA letting him hold on a little bit longer than he could have, and killed a little bit more Marines, I think, than he lost in that engagement.
Not bad at all.
Uh-oh, those Marines are out in front. And they kind of need to be because he doesn't have air control, he doesn't have Vikings. So he needs something in front, but he put like a single Marine out there to spot. Instead, getting a few shells there, and